Hujambo na karibu. Karibu tena katika ufalme wa Kiswahili. Kama jamii tunasaidiana kukikuza na kukiimarisha Kiswahili chetu kwa sababu tunaamini experts were once beginners. Na wewe pia uko njiani kuwa mmoja wetu kuongea Kiswahili kama mwenyeji. Kwa hiyo nakusihi subscribe hapo chini ili ujiunge uwe mmoja wetu uongee Kiswahili kama mwenyeji. Na leo tunaongea kuhusu vitenzi ambavyo vinajirudia rudia. Wacha tujue maana yake, tujue kwa nini vinajirudia. Haya, nianze kuongea kwa Kiingereza ili unielewe vizuri. Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about Swahili verbs that are repeating themselves, or Swahili verbs that repeat themselves. Reduplicate. They are called reduplication of Swahili verbs. Reduplication of Swahili verbs. Let's talk about that a little bit. Have you ever heard, maybe you're asking someone, unafanya nini? And someone says, nasoma soma kidogo. Nasoma soma kidogo. What do you think that means? Of course, that's a native who is saying that, or maybe an advanced student in Swahili. If you want to be an advanced student in Swahili, you better watch this video to the end and subscribe to see more videos in learning Swahili. And by the way, I have a Swahili course and a coaching for groups and a coaching for one-on-one. If you are interested in the coaching, the Swahili lessons or the Swahili in groups, just email me, okay, at learnswahilywithconnie@gmail.com, and I'm going to get back to you. But if you want to continue learning here on YouTube, just leave me a comment down there of some grammar things or some grammar lessons that you like to know, or any Swahili topic that you would like to know. I'm going to help you by making a new video for you to learn more and other people as well, because I believe what is personal is universal. So you might be the one who is thinking about that thing, but there are other people who are struggling with it as well. And if I make it going to help all the people, not only you. Okay, or comment down below. Let's continue with the video. As I said, today we are going to learn about reduplication of Swahili verbs. What does ninasoma soma kidogo mean? Let's find out. Okay, so we are going to start by, I'm going to give you 13 Swahili verbs that are reduplicated. After that, I'm going to tell you the uses of reduplication of Swahili verbs. Okay, let's start. First, let me start by giving you the meaning of reduplication of Swahili verbs. What is that? Reduplication is when a word or stem is repeated consecutively. Most especially the stem, because the words are not repeated with ku infinitive. The stem is the only one that is repeated. The purpose of reduplication in Swahili is to emphasize the given information, idea, or act. Emphasize the given idea, information, or act. When an information, an idea, or act is emphasized in Swahili, it denotes that the act is being done. The act is being done either repeatedly, in small ways or small portions, slowly, or in a fast way. Okay, so let me repeat our example. Ninasoma soma kidogo. Ninasoma soma kidogo. So what can that mean? In the repeatedly, in small ways or portions, slowly, or in a fast way. For me, I can translate it as I am reading a little, I'm reading in bites. Okay, I'm reading in bites, or I'm reading in portions, a little bit, because actually when the word kidogo is added. Or when you say ninasoma soma, it can mean you are also reading slowly. Okay, so it depends with the context. But let me show you the 13 verbs, 13 common verbs that are repeated in Swahili, starting with soma. Kusoma soma. Kusoma soma. Kusoma soma is to read a little or repeatedly. The example that we've given, ninasoma soma kidogo. I'm reading repeatedly, or I'm reading in bites, or I'm reading repeatedly. You might be reading, have you ever read a book and then you repeat a certain phrase several times? With that you can say nimesoma soma hicho kitu kidogo lakini bado sijaelewa. Okay, I've read that thing repeatedly but I've not understood yet. Okay, you can use kusoma soma for you to sound very advanced. The other thing is piga. Piga is to hit. But when you say kupiga piga means to hit slowly or repeatedly. For example, in our province, when you harvest beans and you have put them in the sun and everything has been done, we put them in a sack and then we beat. Okay, we hit it, which we call kupiga piga. For example, when someone asks, unafanya nini? I will say, ninapiga piga maharagwe. I'm hitting repeatedly the beans for them to get out of their shell. Okay, ninapiga piga maharagwe. I'm hitting repeatedly the beans. Let's go to the next verb, which is kula. We have kula kula. Kula kula means to eat slowly, to eat repeatedly, or to eat here and there. For example, when you are walking in the streets, you eat here, then you go you eat there, you eat there. That is called kukula kula. Or someone who likes eating now and then they go eat to another house, blah blah blah. That is called kukula kula as well. I can say Maria anapenda kukula kula vitu vitamu. Maria likes eating sweet things repeatedly, or eating here and there, and so forth. That is the meaning of kukula kula. Now let's go to haraka. Have you ever heard of the word haraka haraka? It is just emphasizing very fast. Okay, haraka haraka. Mfano or example, anatembea haraka haraka. Anaongea haraka haraka. He is walking very fast. She is speaking very fast. Okay, haraka is fast. Haraka haraka, very fast. Okay, it can also mean very fast, very fast. Anatembea haraka haraka. Anaongea haraka haraka. The next one is pole. Actually, pole means sorry. When you want to apologize, you say pole to mean sorry in Swahili. But when you say pole pole, it means slowly. Okay? Pole pole means slowly. Mfano, I'll give you an example of a story that we've been hearing a lot when we were kids. Kobe anatembea pole pole. Kobe anatembea pole pole. A tortoise walks very slowly. Okay, pole pole can mean very slowly or slowly. It depends with the context. Okay, or you can even add sana if you want. And then we have cheza. Cheza. Repeated is cheza cheza. Kucheza becomes kucheza cheza. To play repeatedly or to joke. For example, mbona unapenda kucheza cheza? Why do you like to joke around? Mbona unapenda kucheza cheza? It can mean that. Let's go to enda. Kuenda. Kuenda comes as kuendaenda, which means to go on and go on and go on, or to go somewhere repeatedly. Mfano, anapenda kuendaenda sokoni. Anapenda kuendaenda sokoni. She likes going to the market repeatedly or time to time. She likes going to the market. Anapenda kuendaenda sokoni. You are emphasizing on how she likes going. And then we have gusa. Gusa is to touch. Gusa. When you repeat it, it will become kugusa gusa, which means to touch. Which means to touch now and then. To touch now and then. You can say, usiguzeguze chakula kitanuka. Usiguzeguze chakula kitanuka. Don't touch the food now and then. It's going to smell. Usiguzeguze chakula kitanuka. I know the word is written as gusa, but we usually pronounce it as guza. No issue involved, nothing, no grammar or blah blah blah. We just say guza, but it is gusa. Sometimes it is also written as guza. Okay, so watch out about that. Then we go to saidia. Kusaidia is to help. When you repeat it, it becomes kusaidia saidia. Kusaidia saidia. Which means to help repeatedly or to help a little bit. Kwa mfano, anapenda kusaidia saidia watoto maskini. Anapenda kusaidia saidia watoto maskini. She likes helping a little the poor kids. she likes helping a little the poor kids. Okay? And then next we're going to say kutoa. Kutoa is to remove or to subtract. We can say kutoa toa, kutoa toa, which means to remove something repeatedly. Okay? Or yeah, to remove something repeatedly. Usitoe toe vitu. Usitoe toe vitu. Don't get things out repeatedly. Usitoe toe vitu. Okay? And then the next one is tisha. Kutisha is to scare. So when you repeat it, it becomes kutisha tisha, which means to scare repeatedly or to be a little bit scared. For example, hii sinema inanitisha tisha. Hii sinema inanitisha tisha. This movie makes me scared repeatedly. Hii sinema inanitisha tisha. Okay? And the next one is nunua, where we get kununua nunua. Kununua is to buy, and then kununua nunua is to buy repeatedly or to buy here and there, like the kukula kula thing. For example, I can say Maria ananunua nunua vitu kila mahali. Maria ananunua nunua vitu kila mahali. Maria is buying things from everywhere. Ananunua nunua vitu kila mahali. Okay? And let's go to taka. Taka. With kutaka we get kutakataka. Kutaka is to want. Kutakataka is to want something repeatedly. Kutakataka is to want something repeatedly. For example, I can say mtoto anatakataka vitu vitamu. Mtoto anatakataka vitu vitamu. The child likes sweet things repeatedly. Mtoto anatakataka vitu vitamu. Okay, let's go to the next verb, which is agiza. Kuagiza is to order. For example, when you are in a restaurant, the act of calling mhudumu or the waiter and telling the person, this is what I want, blah blah blah, that is kuagiza. Okay, you order. Or kuagiza can also mean an order where someone is giving you a command, do this, do that, do that. That is kuagiza. When you say kuagiza agiza, it means to order repeatedly. For example, you can say bosi wangu ananiagiza agiza vitu vingi sana, nimechoka. Bosi wangu ananiagiza agiza vitu vingi sana, nimechoka. My boss orders a lot of things for me to do, I'm tired. My boss orders a lot of things for me to do, I'm tired. Okay? So those are the 13 common verbs that are reduplicated or repeated in Swahili. Remember, we said the stem is the only one that is repeated. Who is not repeated? Okay? The only thing that is repeated is the stem. Now, let's see the 3 uses of reduplication in Swahili. The first use, it intensifies the meaning. Let's use this example of pale pale. Pale is allocative, which means there. Pale, there. But when you say pale pale, it means at the same spot. You can say nimewacha simu pale pale. Nimewacha simu pale pale mezani, which means I have left the phone at the same place on the table. Okay? You are intensifying or adding a lot of weight to make sure that the person understands it's at the same place, okay, that I left it. The second use is to modify. Let's use this thing called maji. Maji is water. When you duplicate it, it becomes maji maji. Maji maji is something that is watery. For example, you can say amepika chakula maji maji. They use uji. Uji is porridge, okay? So they say amepika uji maji maji, which means she cooked watery porridge, like porridge that doesn't have an intensity of porridge. It's like water, you are drinking it like water. So it's used to modify. Another thing is it shows a continuous action. For example, let me use ruka. Kuruka is to jump. So when I say ndege anarukaruka, ndege anarukaruka, ndege a bird, because I'm using a, which is the a now plus. Ndege anarukaruka means a bird is jumping here and there. So it is a continuous action. Okay, a continuous action that is continuing. And that is all about the reduplication of Swahili verbs, okay, reduplication of Swahili verbs. I've told you about the course, I've told you about subscribing to this channel for you to get more information. And if you have anything in mind that you don't understand, just comment down below. Or if you have any idea of a video that you need me to make for you, comment down below. I will make it for you, because as I said, I believe what is personal is universal. What you think is your problem is the problem of all the people. So as I solve your problem, I might be solving other people's problem as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and if you have not followed me on my Your Multilingual Guide channel, where I speak in Spanish and I give tips on language learning, follow me there and you are going to get a lot of tips, especially if you are learning Spanish. Even if you are learning any other language and you want to improve your maybe Spanish comprehension, pronunciation, follow me there. Or if you just want to listen about tips in language learning, follow me there, because I have subtitles in English. Again, asante sana, tuonane tena kwenye video nyingine. Kwaheri.